welcome to Numa Nursery. Happy Moringa Monday. It's January 6, 2020, and we're excited to tell you about this past weekend at the farmers market. Went really great. It's farmers market season in Florida right now, and for the next few months, when the weather is really nice and chill, we have lots of tourists that visit Florida. On Saturday, we attended downtown Lakeland curbside market, and also we attended Temple Terrace Farmers Market, now at Passions Organic Farms. On Sunday, we attended the Hyde Park Farmers Market in South Tampa, and also the Corey Avenue Farmers Market in St. Pete Beach. We grossed over $1,000 in just 2 days at the farmers market. Now, what are we going to do with those funds? Well, we're going to buy packaging equipment, we're going to restock some of our supplies, tea baggies, some of our boxes, and we're also going to pay the mortgage for this new 2.5 acre property. So thank you everyone who supported us this weekend at the farmers market. You're allowing us the space that we need to help grow more moringa trees for you in the near future. If you'd like to grow your business and also help build the local economy, the best way for you to do that is by visiting the farmers market, either as a shopper or also as a business owner, vendor at the farmers market. I've been attending farmers markets now for about 4 years, and it's helped us tremendously in growing our business. We've made several thousand customers and friends, and it's really inspiring to see all the people that are here to support us and also help us through the journey of growing our business. We collected over 100 emails this weekend as well. Now, those emails are going to go out with coupons and sales, but also more information about the moringa tree. That way you can share it to other friends and family members that may not even know about it. If you'd like to sign up to our weekly newsletter, you can go to numanursery.com and provide us with your email address. We also made several online orders this past weekend. So on top of the farmers market sales, we also made sales on our website at numanursery.com. We really appreciate everyone who supports us. Some orders came from out of state, but mostly our customers are here in the Tampa Bay area. So we greatly appreciate your help and for supporting. If you'd like to get your moringa fast, we do shipping all around the country. You can visit numanursery.com. You can visit numanursery.com to order your locally grown moringa products. Here at Numa Nursery and the most recent Numa Farms project, we have a 2.5 acre property in Plant City, which we're going to be turning into a full functioning permaculture, food forest, and farm over the next several years. We're going to be growing moringa trees as a pioneer plant, as a way to help build the soil and also create some shade for the understory and also baby fruit trees that we plan on planting here on the property. We recently made a huge moringa tree harvest at a restaurant in St. Pete, located on Central Avenue, where there's an extravagant garden landscape with raised beds, fruit trees, and also places for customers and visitors to sit and mingle outside while they wait for their food, which is being made from the fruit and veggies grown right on the property. I first heard of the Reading Room Gardens about 1.5 years ago while I was attending the cooperative entrepreneurship course offered by Florida Seed at Pinellas Technical College. Some of the students and even the professor Judith Turner mentioned to us that there's moringa trees growing at a restaurant in St. Pete, not too far from the campus. I was completely in shock, so I called them right away, left a message, waited for them to return my call. Eventually, we made contact. We talked about what was there on the property. They served moringa teas, moringa soups, and put moringa in salads and sandwiches. It's a Thai-inspired restaurant right at the heart of downtown St. Petersburg. When we showed up to the property, we were completely blown away. There were huge moringa trees with hundreds and hundreds of drumsticks. There were other smaller moringa trees that had been harvested over the past couple months and were starting to regrow. We couldn't believe the amount of trees that were actually on the property, and it was really exciting to see this restaurant using the moringa on site in their own meals. Not only that, but there was tons of fruits and veggies just in the raised beds on site. This is exactly the direction that we need to be going when we're sourcing our food from local, fresh, organic resources. So what we did was we went in, we assessed the property, we took our time, met with the garden manager, talked about our relationship and how we can help them and how they can help us, and they offered to provide us with the excess greens that they no longer needed for the season. The restaurant is actually closed at the moment. It's getting some renovations. It's also going through some new ownership. And so the trees were getting out of hand and out of control. And the garden manager needed some help trimming the trees back. Since moringa grows so fast, especially in the summertime, especially in St. Pete, because it's even more tropical than it is here in Tampa, because of the microclimate of the water and the bay, it keeps St. Pete ultra warm, ultra windy, salty air throughout the entire year. It's a great place to grow moringa trees, to produce drumsticks and also really, really nice greens that you can harvest several times a year. And when we got to the reading room, we were just unbelievably blown away by the sheer amount of greens that were going to be provided. We were super excited to harvest these moringa greens, knowing that there was no sprays, no chemicals. The soil had been built up over the last 3 years. These moringa trees are only 3 years old, and we've made contact with the people that even planted these trees on the property. It's super amazing the community that moringa has brought to my life and to many others around this area. Finding out about the moringa tree has been truly a blessing to us, our family, and many others around the world. We're so grateful for moringa's abundance. St. Petersburg, Florida. I love St. Pete. It's on the west coast of Florida. And when we go downtown, there's a central avenue that the Reading Room restaurant is located. And as we zoom in, you'll see the corner. It is fairly set back from the main street, and it has trees, moringa trees, lots of raised beds. And we pan around, and this is St. Petersburg. It's really nice, lots of trees in the center of the streets, lots of room. As we zoom in, you can see there's pergolas and structures in the back of the restaurant, the reading room. And it's a nice white building with gardens and hedges, edible foods, park, and open grounds to even just play. This beautiful bridgeway showcases a moringa tree in a raised bed. This tree is about 3 years old, and it's pretty tall. It's been cut back several times already, and it's reaching really tall here at the reading room main entrance. These two smaller trees are in a raised bed that has really good drainage. You can see that there's rocks and gravel, and even beyond the raised bed, suppressing weeds with cardboard, keeping the soil composted and enriched over the next several months. As it continues to regrow, you cut it and it regrows. Amazing to see the moringa tree also showcased in this raised bed with some lettuce, bok choy. This bok choy is loving the partnership with the moringa tree in the raised bed. And so it's been cut back several times. To keep it short, that way the bok choy can get sun exposure, and also we can get some fresh greens, dark fresh greens like these. The trees are cut back multiple times in the raised beds so that way they continue to regrow fresh new greens. They're short and bushy, and the greens are so dark and tasty. They can produce greens like these all summer long, while other greens may not be able to last in the Florida summers. Moringa can be producing greens all summer long. And they'll get pretty tall after just a short cut. Greetings. I don't know if you can see this hawk. He's in the tree right there. You can see him. He's just right there. Beautiful hawk right there. We're at the reading room in St. Pete. And that's a neem tree. And next to the neem tree we have a nice moringa tree in these raised beds. And then we also have some more neem trees and several large moringa trees actually at this restaurant in St. Pete called the Reading Room. And this restaurant, I mean, we're in the parking lot of the restaurant. And as you come up to the restaurant, there's bananas and then raised beds with moringa trees in them. And this is the Reading Room in St. Pete. And we have some beautiful fresh greens on these moringa trees. The weather's starting to change, so the leaves are starting to yellow out a little bit, so we want to get them cut back before they get too yellow. We got some pods. Got a beautiful little bridge here that we're crossing over, and there's some more moringa trees just over here. Looks like they've been cut back within the last couple months. But this is the Reading Room. And everything's closed right now. It's Monday. Veterans Day? I think it's Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And so we've got these raised beds with moringas in them. Look at this. These are shining. Look at the shine on those babies. Wow. Super fresh. Lots of little drumstick pods. I think this is a rain tree or something. This isn't even a moringa right there, but it's got those little pods hanging down from it. But they've got these moringa trees, and what's crazy, there's one right there. As we come to the other side, what? Hi, Maggie. How are you?
Good.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm live right now on our co-op page.
Hey, co-op page.
Hey.
What is it? Instagram?
It's Facebook Live. Just showcasing all these local moringa trees, all the drumsticks.
Hi, I'm Maggie.
Maggie's here to help us facilitate this. Wow, look at all these pods. Wow. So we were invited out here by the Reading Room to harvest these greens so that way they go to good use. The restaurant hasn't been in operation for a little while. But these moringa trees, look at this, hundreds of huge pods. Wow. Amazing, look at that, that's just covered. And then this one, looks like it's been cut back, but this is the front door to the restaurant. Oh look, there's one even over here. There's one in the front. I mean, she said there was like 12 huge ones on the property. But like this one's just hanging out. Oh my gosh, there's another one right here. So like we just got this one out in the front of the restaurant. So this one's here. This one's here. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. They've definitely been cutting it back. They know how to cut it back a little bit. It's got lots of cutbacks. This is our first time visiting this site. Everything looks really nice. Wow, that's a beautiful moringa tree on the edge of this tree here. Look at that. Those two are living on the edge. And then we come over here, and this is the reading room. And it's got these moringa trees out here the front door. And they must have known what's up. Wow. Very nice. I mean, all the greens are real shiny, but this one is the queen right here. This is a queen mother right here. Holy crap. Look at all these pods. I mean, she is massive. So beautiful. Holy crap. So we're going to keep you updated. This is one of our newest locations in St. Pete. Just through our practices throughout the years, people are getting to know moringa, and also are encouraging others to have the co-op come out and help them and use and facilitate these greens and pods and put them to good use. We're going to make trees with them. We're going to make oil. So thank you so much for watching, and we're gonna spend the day just loving on these moringa trees. Alright, peace, love, prosperous growing. Huge. The reading room in St. Pete. Can you believe all the drumsticks on this moringa tree? We were completely blown away at the sheer number of drumsticks and the high quality and the dryness, and they were all crispy, full of large, dark, mature seeds. This tree was massive, one of the biggest trees that we've ever come across in St. Pete. Only 3 years old. This tree is only 3 years old. It's been cut back several times to reach those heights. You can see how mature those drumsticks are. Those are the prized Moringa drumsticks, highest quality you can get, used in sambar, which is a traditional Indian soup. You can chop them and put them in many, many different recipes. Moringa drumsticks are known as a famine food as well as a starch. You can boil the drumsticks and chew the inside. You can discard the outer thick skin of the moringa drumstick and eat the inner soft bark like a starch. It's like a starchy potato. And we actually threw this picture up on our Facebook marketplace and got 30-40 messages about wanting to purchase a bundle of these drumsticks for $5. And we were able to raise some funds to pay for the cost of labor for harvesting and stripping the greens off of this moringa tree by making some money back and selling some of the drumsticks. So thank you, Reading Room, and for all those interested in getting fresh drumsticks from us. We have fresh moringa drumsticks on occasion. Just keep in touch with us as we continue to provide fresh moringa drumsticks like these, organic, non-sprayed, non-GMO, highest quality moringa drumsticks that you can get in the Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg area. This was the best tasting moringa drumstick soup that we have ever had. Thank you so much, Reading Room, and all the partners and friends that have played a part in growing these moringa trees. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed visiting us here today. We're going to be designing and building a food forest system here. Please keep in touch with our next videos as we go through the design process. I recently graduated from USF with a master's in architecture and have been using it to build my business. And so if you'd like to order Moringa products from us right now, one of our specials that we have is actually in the Moringa Tree starter kit. It's 250 grams worth of loose Moringa tea here, and it comes with a free tea infuser. It's actually in a vacuum sealed bag, resealable vacuum sealed bag. That way when you open it, you'll see just how much Moringa is really in here. We wanted to also preserve the Moringa, reduce the oxidation, keep it safe during travels in case you order the Moringa Tree starter kit with the tea inside, say in California or Ohio or Nebraska. It'll be safe and sound all the way through the travels, and you'll receive it super fresh. It also has a book inside, all the information about Moringa, how you can use Moringa, the benefits of Moringa, and also how we started the Moringa Growers Co-op several years ago here in the Tampa Bay area. Thank you so much for supporting us and shopping local by visiting our website, numanursery.com. Thanks so much for joining us. Please like this video, subscribe to the Numa Nursery YouTube channel if you haven't yet, and also come visit us at the farmers market or here at Numa Nursery sometime during the week. We would love your help volunteering. We could use some help making some tea and powder and capsules. That way you can see the process of how we go from harvesting moringa trees to creating local moringa tree products that we're super proud of. That's getting to the people. It's helping many people with blood, brain, body aches, and several medical conditions that you may be able to help counterbalance just by adding moringa in your everyday diet. So thank you so much for joining us. I really hope you enjoy the video. Keep in touch. My name is Kendrick Henry. Peace and prosperous growing.